Hi, I'm Gina. Thanks for joining me today. This video is going to focus on some movements for engaging our core muscles. The core is not just abdominal muscles, it's the muscles in the abdomen, but also the muscles around the sides of the body and the muscles in the back. So we're going to be working a little bit with those today. So we're going to start in a seated position. Have something to sit up on, a blanket or folded up towel or a firm cushion. And then come into a cross-legged seated position. Find a nice length in your spine. And first of all, we're going to work on finding our neutral spine. So bring your hands right out to the ends of the knees. As you inhale, tip your pelvis forward, overarching the lower back. Lift the heart and the sternum. You can take your gaze a little up if it feels okay for your neck. And then exhale, tip the top of the pelvis back, round your spine, take your gaze down towards your mat. And then inhale again, tip the pelvis forward, lift the heart and the sternum, take the gaze forward and up. So we're going between these two extreme positions, flexion and extension in the spine. It helps, it's a great warm up for the spine and for the muscles in the front and the back of the body. But as you continue to do this and focus on your breathing, inhaling as you tip forward, exhale as you round back, begin to make the movement smaller and smaller until you find that balance point right on the base of your pelvis. So your seat bones should be pointing straight down. And then from that, we have energy up through the crown of the head. And that should help you find those neutral curves in your spine. Little curve in the lumbar back, a little curve, forward curve, concavity behind the neck, and then a little convexity in the area of the ribs, making room for all of the organs there. Close your eyes for a moment. Connect again with your breath. Just think full breaths in and long breaths out. And that action of breathing can also help to engage core muscles. So as you breathe in, feel the expansion, all four sides of the torso. As you breathe out, think of the contraction of the muscles in all four sides of the torso. So we're maintaining that core connection with our breathing. Again, gently inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And then gently opening the eyes. Go ahead, extend the legs in front. Come to Dandasana. Flex the feet so the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And your legs should be just like they are in mountain pose, hip distance apart. Float the arms all the way up. We'll do a couple sun breaths here. Exhale, release the hands down. And just this action of us sitting with the legs forward can really start to engage those core muscles. Exhale, let the arms float down. Again, keep that neutral spine. Inhale, float the arms up. And then this time as you exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height and then bring the arms in front, take hold of opposite elbows. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, twist your torso to the right. So you should feel this action in these internal and external oblique muscles that wrap around the torso. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twisting to your left. And inhale, come back to center. So do that a couple times. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twisting to your left. And inhale back to center. Do that a couple more times. And again, this is a part of our core that we have a tendency to not remember or not think about, is that twisting action can help strengthen our core too. So one more time each side. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twisting to your left. Inhale back to center. And once again, float the arms all the way up. Release the hands back down. So let's come to all fours, come to table pose. So whatever you were seated on, just move that out of the way. And as you come to all fours, make sure that you again find that neutral alignment for your spine. So spread the fingers wide, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll do that same thing, that flexion and extension of the spine to find neutral. So exhale, round your spine up towards the ceiling or sky. Feel that nice stretch through the back of the body. And then inhale, let the pelvis tip forward, lift the heart and the sternum, gaze forward and up, feeling that stretch in the front of the body. So do that a couple times, full extension and flexion for your spine. Moving with your breath. And then just begin to make that movement a little smaller one direction, a little smaller the other direction, and then settling in again, finding that neutral position. Another thing that can help is think of drawing the lowest ribs towards the hips. So we have that neutral curve in the lumbar spine. We have a curve behind the neck. We're not letting the head drop down, so lengthening through the spine. From there, extend your right leg back and your left leg back, come to a plank pose. You can always bring your knees down to the mat for a little bit more support for your lower back. So couple breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Good, another breath, inhale and exhale. Now draw your lower belly in and up, sit bones up and back. Come to downward facing dog. As you come up, let your knees bend. So find that nice length in your spine. Inhale and exhale. And then very gently straightening the legs, come back to that plank pose. And again, if you had those knees lowered before, you can just bring those knees right back down to the mat. Inhale and exhale. And again, draw lower belly in and up, sit bones up and back. Come to that downward facing dog, press into the fingertips, base of the knuckles. This time you can pedal the feet a little bit in your down dog or keep your knees bent. Or maybe if your hamstrings are feeling good, legs straight. Keep breathing. And then once again, come back forward into that plank pose, lengthen through the spine. Then roll forward across your toes, bring your knees to the mat. Pick the feet up, crisscross the ankles. Bend your elbows, lower down to your mat, long straight line. Forehead to the mat, hands beside the chest, hug the elbows in. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift the forehead, lift the upper chest, low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Do that 2 more times. So now strengthening the back of the body. Inhale, lifting up. Don't push up with your hands. Lift up with the back, the muscles in the back. Exhale, lower down. Good. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Now inhale, press up to table pose. Bring your big toes together, knees to the edges of the mat, hands to the edges of the mat. Settle back to a wide knee child pose. You can give yourself a little support. Let your head rest on your hands if you not like, or if you have a block, yoga block, you can let your forehead rest on a block. Inhale and exhale. And then pressing it in the hands, come back up to table pose. Bring your knees back under the hips, the wrists back under the shoulders. Now bring your elbows down to the mat, right where the hands were located. If you reach for opposite elbows, you should just be able to tuck those top 2 knuckles to the outside edges of the elbows. So give you that nice foundation here. And then bring the hands back out, press into the palms. Cat cow here. Exhale, round your spine, feel that nice length through the back of the body, and then inhale, let the pelvis tip forward, find that nice length and stretch front of the body. So you won't have as much range of motion here, but it gives us a little bit of movement into that thoracic spine. And again, come back to neutral, find that neutral position, staying on the elbows. Now interlace the fingers, slide one leg back, the other leg back. Now come to an elbow plank pose here. Again, you can always bring your knees down to the mat. Inhale and exhale. Good, another breath, inhale and exhale. And then release the knees to the mat. Uncurl the toes, walk the hands back towards you, and then bring the hands in front. Send your sit bones again up and back, downward facing dog. Find that nice length in your spine once again. Inhale and exhale. Now bend the knees, walk your hands back towards your feet. Come to a standing forward bend. Take hold of opposite elbows. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Now hands back to the mat. Walk yourself back out to that plank pose. Inhale and exhale. You can bring the knees down. Variations for your back. Inhale and exhale. And then this time, pedal the feet, walk your feet towards your hands, come back to that standing forward bend at the front of the mat. Now you can take hold of opposite elbows and let the upper body swing side to side. Inhale and exhale. And then hands to the mat. Step the right leg and the left leg again back to that plank pose. Inhale and exhale. Now release the right knee down to the mat. Pivot on the right knee, bring that right foot behind you. Line your right wrist up with the right knee. Turn the left foot so the toes are pointing towards the long edge of your mat. So coming here to a variation of side plank. So we're going to float that left arm up. You can stay just like this. You can bring a little bit more length into the side of the body by reaching that arm overhead. So you're feeling that nice stretch all the way up the left side of the body. Inhale and exhale. You can build a little bit more strength by reaching the arm up and lifting that leg. So now engaging the muscles in the side of the body and that glute med muscle in the outer hip. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now release the leg down if you have it lifted. Release the hand down. Come back to your table pose. And then once again, send those sit bones up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Now release the left knee down to the mat. Pivot on your left foot. Bring the left foot behind you. Adjust the left wrist so it's under the shoulder, lined up with the knee. Then it's lined up with the arch of that right leg. And then bring that right arm up. Lengthen through the side of the body. Reach to the fingertips. Bring the arm up alongside the ear if you'd like. Inhale. And exhale. And then reach that arm back up, lift the leg up. It doesn't matter how high. Maybe it's only lifting a couple inches off the mat. That's fine. But keep energy in the leg. Press through the foot. Think of energizing every muscle in that lifted leg. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Release the leg down. Release the hand back down. Come back again to table pose. Let's do one last downward facing dog. Sit bones up and back. Inhale and exhale. And then release the knees to the mat and curl the toes. Come back to child pose. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe into the back of the body. Full breaths in, long breaths out. And then as you're ready, pressing into the hands, come back up to table pose, and then make your way to a comfortable seated position. You can sit back on your blanket, cross-legged. You can sit up on your heels like I am, whatever feels comfortable. Let your hands rest on the thighs. Close the eyes again for a few moments. Check in, see how you feel. And then as you're ready, gently let the eyes open. So thank you for joining me today. That's a couple quick little examples of some work you can do for your core muscles. Plank poses are great for strengthening the muscles in the front of the back of the body at the same time. And then of course our little twist that we did for the internal and external oblique muscles. And then those side planks work on one side of the body stabilizing and one side strengthening. So I hope that you enjoyed that. If you're like, that was great, but I need more, do it again. Repeat it several times or check out one of the other videos on my YouTube channel if you want a little bit more work for the core. I have some more core work videos there, or if you need some work for your hips or your shoulders, whatever you are looking for, I probably got a video for it. So thanks again for joining me today. Please check out Grey Horse Yoga in the info section below. I teach a online Zoom class every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Would love to see you there. And I would love to also see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.